All right, we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Let me figure this out for a moment. All right, there you go. We gonna talk about it because it's some things I'm seeing that I'm like, come on, this what we really doing? This is what we really doing. This is how it seemed like this what we doing. That's how people acting. You showing your true colors now. Can y'all hear me? Make it hopefully that folks can y'all can hear me or whatever. But like, let's talk about some things. Let's talk about some things. Cause it's crazy. It's crazy. Abrogation happened Saturday. You know, I hear too much chatter, see too much chatter and whatnot on the timeline leading up to abrogation. Didn't see too much of this with folks on the timeline leading up to abrogation. Say like boom, no sooner Saturday hit and the abrogation stream start going, everybody has something to say. Cool, we all entitled to our opinions. We all entitled to our opinions. We all adults. I had something to say about the fact that I couldn't see and I couldn't hear. I did have that to say. But at the same time, new venture. New venture far as breed and fuck you talking about TV. This is a wing and quap production. That's not RBE. That's a wing and quap production. Far as breed and fuck you talking about TV. Wing qua. That's their venture. You know. Clearly, y'all knew that because it was on Qua's YouTube channel. So you knew it was like Qua was involved. Y'all knew that. I don't think I saw Qua at all on the stream, or I don't even know. I never saw Qua as far as like in the like even when I could see the stream. I never saw him. But if we like, that's their venture. You gotta work the kinks out. You gotta work the kinks out. So yeah, there were points where you couldn't see. There were points where a person was battling and they were moving, but the mouth didn't match with it. Or you can hear it, but you couldn't see it. Cool. These things happen. They happen. You can't control everything. The signal, this internet signal, how it comes through for everybody to see. Things happen. You know? Now, let's get to it. And this is Casanova, I know you like to joke. You like to joke, you like to be funny. Ha ha he he. When you say things, are people respecting your opinion when you say them? Because this is where the difference comes in between me and you. When you say things, it's he ha ha. They're laughing at you and what you're saying. When I say things, I'm saying it based off of fact and being around. Being in the spaces, talking with them, asking certain things, and talking with them and being around to know certain things. So, is what you're saying factual? Or is it factual or opinion? That's the only thing. Your opinion's your opinion. Like that's why I said we can have a whole conversation in regards to Abrogation, you want to say you joking, and you joking when you say you blame me far as the event. No, blame me far as the event. That's cool. And I preference my recap with what I could see, what I could hear. Nowhere in my recap did you see me give a clear win to anybody. I simply did each person's performance. Because if I couldn't see it and I could barely hear it, how can I say who won a battle? Like, you just tweeted your everybody got a pink slip minus Bells, John, and Marvelous. Cool. But did you watch it to criticize and not criticize and not critique and give like constructive criticism? Joke? Like, cause even when I joke, it's after I done told the facts, gave the criticism, and talked about the potential in what I see. That's how I go about it. You know, that's how I go about it. You know, that I'm about to. If we gonna let's keep it, let's keep it what it is. If it's gonna be that, hold on for a second, cause I'm gonna use the computer. I'm using the phone to do this. Let me get my computer. Let me get on the computer. So y'all bear with me for a second because we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Let me let me get this on the computer. So bear with me for a second, folks. It's just we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. If I was one of those people that wasn't around and I was just giving my opinion to give it, you know what you do? You make an ass out of you and you make an ass out of them. So, like, what we doing? Like, what are we doing? All right, hold on. Let me get it right. Let me get it right. All right. So, we're going to add that, close this one. So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Like, let's be real about some things. Like, I ain't just giving my opinion without watching some battles or hearing the conversations. That's just not what I'm doing because that's not good and that's not helpful if we gonna keep it like that. Yo, so we gonna talk about it, and we've been in spaces. I've been in spaces with them since the event, since abrogation happened, and let's talk about it. And me and TC, we talked about this. Like TC made a tweet, and I agree with her tweet. A few people understood the assignment as far as abrogation. Like, you understood the assignment. Then you had some that I expected more from. And then you had some that exceeded my expectations for you. You know? Like, I'm going to keep it funky. I'm going to keep it funky. Don Rich, with the way CA was talking, Don knew he could. That wasn't Don. Don had to go get Grim. He had to go in the backyard and go get Grim. That wasn't Don up there rapping with CA. That was Grim.
He had to go get Grim from the backyard. That's who he had to go get for CA. That was Don that picked up that money, though. That was Don that picked that bread up. But the nigga that CA was rapping against, that's Grim. That's Grim. That's the nigga we need all the time. CA, whether you like, it was judged. Don was just, CA was here. Don was just here with it. That was one of the better back and forth battles. You could say CA lost, but CA that round, he had a good round. And we gonna keep it real. CA had a good round. But that was Grim. He wasn't battling Don. He was battling Grim. Grim's a whole nother monster. Like CA got introduced to Grim with with that battle on Saturday. Come on, like we not doing this. Like, come on. Like, even with the guys that have like been around, some of y'all did just enough. You did just enough. Y'all won battle, or you know, this is based on how you guys are saying it as a consensus. Y'all won battles. Was it? How many of y'all can say you clearly beat a nigga ass? And put your hand up, and nobody's gonna contest that statement. That when you say, as far as your battle Saturday, you can say, I beat a nigga ass Saturday. And it's not too many of y'all can put your hands up and nobody's gonna dispute you beat a nigga ass Saturday. Like y'all are making like I don't even get mad about things. But Casanova, you wanna blame me? Okay, we here. Blame me. Blame me for seeing the potential in some of them. Blame me for actually taking my time to watching the event. I was tired of shit. I watched Abrogation, and I said, for me to give the type of recap I want to give, I gotta go back when I'm more alert and watch certain battles or listen to them if I couldn't see it. And I did that the following day before I even did my recap. So come on, come on. I'm not just saying shit just to say it. Like when you be saying shit, Casanova, your shit's for laughs and giggles. I ain't heard a nigga agree with your opinion yet. Like I ain't heard a nigga agree with your opinion yet. If we keeping it a bean, like you and your videos, cool, they're cute, they're comical. They're cute, they comical. Big commission. Like, come on, what we talking about? So, like, Casanova, you wouldn't blame me for what? How they acting, how they responding over there after abrogation? Is that what we blaming me for? Did you actually watch my recap where I broke down each person's performance? Where I said some performances were not up to par? Where I said I see potential in certain ones? Where I said some people did just enough to win? Like, hashtag blame Jay. Hashtag blame Jay if that's the case. Hashtag I think, you think, we think, we care about your opinion. Cause your opinion ain't been right. You said Bells, John, and Marv. Cool. I might not dispute you with your three, but to say they the only ones that don't deserve a pink slip, I would. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because there were other bright spots in some of these other battles. Because, like Casanova, make this make sense for me. Don Rich versus CA was a judge battle for some money on the floor, and Don won clearly. But you don't have him in the three that you talked about. So is we just picking random names like we doing bingo, or there's something to your madness of the three that you picked? Because that's why I say you just be saying stuff because Marv beat one take, but Marv should have killed one take. If we keeping it real, he beat one take. He should have went in there and killed one take. When we talk about Bells beat statement, Bells beat statement, but Bells kept it 100 and said I didn't have one of the best rounds. But Bells had some shit in that round. Like, Statement didn't do his part in that battle. Statement, I'm disappointed. You didn't do your thing for that battle. And then your other pick was Nonchalant John. I'm not disputing the Nonchalant John pick because I think John went in there and surprised everybody. Nonchalant John went in there and surprised everybody. This nigga been talking crazy in spaces, and y'all just like, yeah, okay, nigga went in there rapping, and y'all like, oh my gosh, who knew this nigga where Sandals can rap like this? Some of y'all got him beating Shadow. Some of y'all don't. It's the most debatable battle, if we be honest, far as abrogation. Like that battle was a hell of a back and forth. You know, like like what we doing? De Niro went there and put his feet all on Trap's table and made himself comfortable. Like De Niro, why you do Uncle Trap like that? Like I knew that battle was going to go a certain way with the way De Niro, you was too comfortable from the beginning. So I kind of figured it was going to go a certain way. I kind of figured it. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? You have a, like, people got opinions about things, about breed, about fuck you talking about TV, whether it's Wing, whether it's Qua, like the new venture. I had to ask for myself. I had to ask for myself. Like, if we being real, if we being real, y'all, you gotta like. And here's another thing. Casanova said he was at abrogation. Can anybody who was in the building for abrogation confirm that you saw Casanova? Because I could have sworn he said he was in the building. Can anybody like confirm they saw Casanova? Because to lie and say you was in the building and you wasn't is crazy. It's crazy. It is. It's crazy. Like, um, what else? What else I'm gonna say? Some of y'all, far as abrogation, okay, skills. Thank you. I'm glad you said it because I could have sworn he said he was there. Okay, he was in the stream. Cool. We was all in the stream watching it. If that's the case, we was all in the stream. That's why I agree with TC when she said if you were at home watching it, you can't really give a straight winner because we could see or hear on some battles. That's why I did it the way I did it as far as my recap. People, he lied. He act like he was in the building, but wasn't. See, that's corny. That's corny right there. Like Casanova to basically make it sound like you was in a building that you wasn't. Corny, 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 corny. Like that's crazy. Like I'm, I've watched some other ones back. Like and we like in the spaces like the last couple of days gone over a couple of things to just overall. Did some of y'all show you could rap? Yes. Was it the best that you probably could have done? No. 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 I don't think it was the best that you could have done. A lot of y'all showed you could rap, but was it like spectacular? No. You showed you could rap. You showed some of y'all had potential. You had potential, you know. So again, Casanova, if you like you say you joking as far as like blaming me, no, blame me. Blame me. Hashtag blame Jay if that's the case. Blame me for watching abrogation, taking my time doing a recap of each person's performance based on what I saw or heard, and giving some pointers and saying that there's some potential. So what did I do? I took my time to watch it. I gave constructive criticism. I pointed out a few things, but this lets you know that I actually watched the event. I didn't just skim it or go with what the consensus was that niggas was saying. So hashtag blame Jay if that's the case. And Casanova, I even say to you, let's have a conversation about abrogation. Because when I say things, I say it because I don't watch it. I'm listening to them. Like I'm in the spaces with them. So I'm not saying it without fact or something really behind it. Like I can go jump crazy like some people when they do recaps and say you was ass. And even with some of them, that's just not my way of going about it. And if that's the case, that'll always be the case. That's just not how I'm going about it. I'm all about wanting to see niggas win. Wanting to see niggas win through all the hate. Like the crazy part is, and what I've noticed, people that niggas ain't even talking about abrogation that's in the event or the matchups. The first thing niggas is talking about is what the fuck is a breed? What the fuck is a fuck you talking about TV? All these questions could have been answered by simply watching the stream. You want to answer? You got questions? There's answers. That's all I'm saying. If if I gotta put it this way, if this was a 10K, whoever had the best round type situation for 10K, do I think anybody was rapping like the Rick must do? Ah, maybe Don Rich. Don Rich was in there rapping like the motherfucking Rick was do. Cause that wasn't Don Rich, that was Grim. That was Grim. That was in there rapping. Like, come on, stop playing with Grim like that, man. That was one of them. That's how you get that shit kicked off right there. Because if that wasn't what it was, Casanova's a troll when it comes to speaking facts about what's going on over here. He can't. But if there's drama and bullshit, he's all over. See, and I hate that. Like, that's why I say, Casanova, I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those people. Like, if you want to do the bullshit and not keep it, like, we gonna state the facts with things. Like, if you want to be with the bullshit and the drama, whatever else, I'm not your person. I'm not your person. I'm not that person. I'm not your person because I don't do the bullshit. I don't do the bullshit. I don't do the bullshit. I can crack a joke here and there. Like when I tell Fizo he's a regular rapping ass nigga, Fizo no, he can rap. But it was all a and promotion promotional thing with the battle. It helped get people interested in the battle. Like same with Jay Skills. Same with Jay Skills. I like with the regular rapping ass nigga. And like getting them to sell it. Be doing the promotion I was doing on some of these battles got niggas wanting to see the battles. Like, blame me if that's what you gotta do. Blame me. Better yet, blame yourself. Cause you got a pink slip. Better yet, Casanova, you got a pink slip. I don't have nothing pink to put up, but got a pink slip. Cause the like you just be saying anything, bro. Like if we gonna keep it funky, you just be saying anything. Like, come on. One thing that anybody, far as the guys or anybody, far as breed or even far as the guy, the season one, season two, I've always supported. I've said, the few things that I'm like, okay, I had some questions about this or, this, that, and the third. But I always came at it at the angle of, okay, maybe I missed this when she talked about some things. I'm not always in their spaces, because those spaces be in some wild ass hours. Niggas gotta go to work, niggas gotta go to sleep. So, like, what we doing? See, that's what I'm saying. Casanova, you troll. Like, Betty and like I said it. I pushed the Benny and Blue battle, and it was for a couple of reasons. Blue, like I said, all the battles he had, they was walkthroughs. Couldn't nobody talk that talk with Blue. And I'm like, Benny's the perfect person to have that conversation with Blue. And we see how that came out. That was the test that Blue needed. Blue needed that test. Because now, if he's in that same type of situation again, he knows how to handle it. He knew Benny was going to like push the limits, but it was rap. It was rap. And I knew saying Blue was going to beat him because we not going to act like it's not possible. Things happen. But I knew Benny was going to take that shit personal, and Benny was going to come in there and put on a performance that we was going to be talking about. I knew that. What'd he do? That's exactly what he did. That's what skills. This is what I'm talking about. People rather troll instead of doing their due diligence and research. Then other people are just salty because they wish they could have been on. See, and that part I'm not getting into. I don't know to why certain matchups change or a person wasn't on the card. But when we finally finalized the card, they finally finalized the card, and the abrogation happened Saturday. Solid card. I like the matchups. I do. Like, what are we doing? I can be corny too. Like, me and TC did a lot of promoting with this card because some of y'all did not promote. Thank you. You're welcome. And I mean it with love. Oh, look who's here. Casanova, you want to join? You want to join Casanova? Because you want to blame me. I want you to come give your spill with this. You're promoting and my promoting and TC's promotion, not the same type of promotion. Did your promotion get people interested in wanting to see some of these battles? No. Did your promotion get people talking about this event? No. Did your promotion, in a sense, have a negative effect for some people? TC did promote. TC did promote. If you check her page, she did do promotion for some of these battles and talked about them. So your promotion and my promotion definitely was not the same. Drewski. That's what I'm saying. So what are we blaming me for again, Casanova? You said my recap, right? That's what you said we blaming me for. You did your videos with 2000 2000s art hip hop and rap songs in your background. And you said a minimum of a couple of words. I didn't hear you say nothing in a video that really helped in promoting either one the event or one of these battles. That's what I'm saying. You tell me, did your promotion, did your videos help get people want to watch Abrogation? I'm just saying. I need the answers because you said blame me for my recap. But if you ask me, my recap was in depth of watching Abrogation and what I saw and heard. So that's why I said, would you like to join? And you can say your piece. You're more than welcome to join. I will send you the Senate. Now, you mentioned about the slips up and the chokes. That's why I say, did you watch my recap? Because if you watched my recap, I mentioned that some people won. Some people won, but was it up to par? That's like, what we doing? Like, what are we doing? Because so what did I not say who had good performances? And then I mentioned about some people. I can only go off of what I heard and what I could see. I'm watching the stream. Like you watch the stream, so you can only go off of what you're hearing and pieces of what you're saying. That's why I did each person's performance. I couldn't tell you who won a battle because the stream wasn't working like that for me to do that. That's why I said I had to go back and watch some the following day before I did my recap. Now, saying you said you watched my recap. Now, what's up with my recap? Because I gave a clear what's the word? Listen, I just know it ain't my fault. And everybody need a pink slip, but not John Bill's mouth. Now, that's why I say I disagree. Nonchalant John, I think, was the surprise of them all. And I will agree with you to that. Bales won his battle, but Bales could have had a better round. He had some shit in his round, though. Marv beat one take, but he was supposed to kill one take. Like, really kill one take. So, how you not had Don Rich? Don Rich should be in that list if that's the case. Don Rich won a battle and some money. Like what are we talking about? Because if that's the case, I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding. Like you gotta make it make sense for me on some things. A nigga won the battle and some chicken, but he not on your list. Make that make sense, Casanova. Make that make sense. Like, if anybody, like, I could go do a list. I can go do a list. I can point out quite a few things. Like, CA did not win the money. CA had a round, had a good round, but CA did not win against Don. He didn't. He did good, but he did not win. Because if that's the case, he would have kept that money in his pocket. Kill, go get my gun. Like, well, see, like, this is what I'm talking about, Casanova. Uh, are we going off the facts or the opinion right there with that one? The facts are Don won. He picked up that chicken. They set the night off just right. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at you feeling that. See, you feel as though CA's round was better. I'm not mad at that. But the facts are the facts. He pulled Grim pulled up and won. Don Rich picked up the chicken. Uh, like drop. I just asked that question. He said Casanova said he was in the building. Skills, Jay Skills just said he wasn't in the building. He was in the stream. So we lying about being at events now? We lying about being at events? Where we do that at? Hey, Don, like, I'm just saying. Other than when CIA said, Kim, get my gun. Like, come on. Like, come on, we not doing this. Casanova, I asked the question of whether you was really in the building. And nobody said they saw you. Nobody. Everybody said you was in the stream though. You was pretty active in the stream. So what we lying about being at events for? That's what I'm saying. Yo, talk about Chris Petty. I had no petty balls. Yo, if your name is Kyle, your name is Kyle. Don't be ashamed of your government. Better yet, how these niggas know your government name? That's what I'm trying to know. How do they know your government name? I ain't lying. I wasn't on no fucking string. If you, I'm asked the question. Nobody has confirmed they saw you in the building. If that's the story you want to stick to, that you was there and nobody say they saw you, because one of these niggas had to bump into you and see you. That's what I'm saying, TC. If CA's round was better, he would have won the chicken. Just like we know he a cop. Only thing we try to figure out is if he a wheelchair not casting up. That's what I'm saying. What part of lying about being at an event is cool? If you was in the stream supporting, you was in the stream supporting. I was in the stream supporting. You know, I was in the stream supporting because that's what I do. I support. For what I don't socialize either. These non-rapping motherfuckers. See, this is another difference between. I'm asking. I was not there. I was in the stream supporting. I asked the battlers who were there, did they see you? Nobody has said yes. Like, somebody would have saw you. Somebody would have noticed you. Your voice is distinct. Is like I would know you based off your voice before saying you. If I heard your voice, I would be like, oh yeah, that's Casanova. Like, I'm just saying. Oh, now you're a drug dealer. Stop it. Drop your customer service representative. Hey, Casanova, watch out. Watch out. Because now this is going to be like, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, big, but it was a lounge looking around the room. Everyone could be seen. You know that. Know me. I'm chilling in the background. But here's my thing, Casanova. If even say Drop didn't see you, Skills said he didn't see you there either. And basically it's a lot of them that's on the stream and they're saying nobody saw you. I know it was a lounge, and I know y'all were on one part for the battles, and it was a whole another bar and another part. So I'm sure somebody would corroborate seeing you, but I ain't worried about that. You know, you're entitled to your opinions. You know, that's how I'm gonna leave it. You're entitled to your opinions, whether they make sense or not, because on some of them they don't. You know, I think you go for the shock value in some of the things you say instead of saying really what it is. Did some of them rap like the rent was due? No. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the thing. And even before a lot of y'all probably would have heard my voice, y'all, some of y'all might have known who I was. Like, because I would have not since out of 10 had something that had talked with Jay on it. Or even just like you might have when you heard my voice, you might have been like, "Oh, what up, Jay? Whatever, whatever." And that's all I'm saying. Casanova, I don't know what your deal is. I don't know. But hashtag blame Jay if you got to. Blame me for why you say they was not rapping or they weren't good. So if that's the case, Casanova, blame me when they have the next event and there's no issues and it's successful. The stream is fine because that seemed to be something everybody wanted to harp on. I said my thing about it and I left it alone. Cats don't come around here no more, you know. Call that nigga Kyle. I'm still trying to figure out how these niggas know your government name. Oh, now I'm not welcome. You dropped the number. One guy. Now, look, if anybody could talk some shit and need to be popping some shit after watching Abrogation, Nonchalant John and Don Rich and Biddy, the three of them, even Shadow, because it's debatable as fuck, you know. If anybody should be popping some shit, De Niro too. If anybody's gonna be in the spaces popping some shit, John. I would, if I'm John, I'm calling out everybody, like everybody, because John, they ain't believe in you. They did not believe in you. Like I said from day one, John's the number one guy in season two. That nigga went pro this Saturday. What? Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, John will tell you, I said it from the beginning, way before we got to abrogation. I said John the number one nigga in season two. And when that nigga rap, y'all gonna find out why. Like, come on, like what we doing? So the number one guy after losing the Peaches and technically Chuck Lucci. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. I agree he lost the Peaches. Um him and the Chuck, like I wouldn't say he lost the Chuck. He didn't lose the Chuck Lucci. Chuck Lucci ran out of breath. And it seemed like his round was short. Like I agree he lost the Peaches. I can agree with you. But, you know, come on. Like, I ain't been wrong about too many things. He said, oh, my bad, debatable with Chuck Lucci. Come on. I ain't been wrong about too many things as far as season one to season two. I ain't been wrong about too many things. Pretty much, abrogation played out how I knew abrogation would play out. And if I'm John, I'm in the spaces like, can I talk my shit again? Like, that's how I'm in the spaces. Cause you never did not believe in the power, in the sandal power. Like, I watched it back drop. I watched you and Lucci back. Cause the first like the night of the event, I had a hard time with hearing and seeing. So I went back and watched it. I have you winning, but it was not at the level I know you could be at. It was not clean. Like I know you can be clean as far as the round. Like that's the thing about it. You won against Lucci, but it was not at that level we know you should be at. It was not clean like it should have been. But you won. That's what I'm saying. For some of these wins, like, come on, like it, I'm not. We like. I'm. You do. You won. Like I don't see how you get a debatable. Debatable. Like I'm not even. And I'm gonna say this. I saw so much potential in a lot of guys that I hadn't seen battle on abrogation, and even the ones I've seen battle, that I'm like, mm, it's there, it's there, and it's like, mm, you won, but it's like I need you to, bam, like you know. I would say put Buddy on the floor against me drop, but your track record of paying Buddy is sketchy. Ooh, really? It's like that? I'm just saying, I'm trying to understand some things. Like, it's been a lot of talk about abrogation. That's all I'm saying. So we still blaming me, Casanova? Blame me when the next event is successful too. So when the next event is successful, when they have good battles again, and depending on the matchups of that event, I'll be able to pick who is going to have a breakout performance, because I picked John to have a breakout performance, and I was correct. And Benny was gonna learn blue something, and he did it. So I don't know. But hashtag blame Jay. But it's my fault. It's my fault. You know, I'm just a supporter of of y'all. You know, blame me. You can put that blame on me. You can put that blame on me. Like, blame me when they have another good, when they have dropped some good battles. Blame me. Blame me. Hashtag blame Jay. Let's get that trending. Hashtag blame Jay. Like, blame me. Like, cause when niggas is doing they part. So, Casanova, let me ask you this since I have you here. So, you said they can't rap. So, out of what you saw, who were you really impressed by? Aside from your top three, who else were you impressed by? Yeah, get that trending. Hashtag blame Jay. Get that trending, because I don't know what I'm talking about. That Casanova talent. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna tweet that myself. Yep, that's how it goes. So, like, Casanova, anything else you want to blame me for? Hmm? Why we here? Why we here? Anything else you want to blame me for? Or anything else I can answer for you that I may have an answer for? Hmm? Hashtag blame Jay. I'm gonna get it to go viral. Like, you know your hashtag working when you could put it in Google and it pulls up your Twitter. That lets you know that your hashtag is working. Please tell me. Hey Casanova, do you have any hashtags that are like you can look your hashtags up and it pulls up what you've done? That if a person wants to find you, hashtag blame Jay. Let's get that. Let's get that going. My top five is still me, Dylon, me, Dylon, me, and Dylon. That is the top five. Me and Dylon. Dylon, Dylon, Dylon. Just those three. That's it. Everybody else can get out of here. Breed only these three gunners. Nonchalant Bills, Marvelous, plus Peaches, Raw, J Breed, Infrared, Sniper, etc. Okay, so I'm gonna preface this with because I don't know to to really speak to the situation. So that's why I say I'm gonna preface this in saying it. You put on here Peaches, Raw Image, J Breed, Infrared, Sniper, etc. I don't know to the full extent to what that situation was. That's none of my business. Are they all really good rappers? Yes. So, Casanova, are we saying if we had Peaches, Raw, J Breed, Infrared Sniper, if we had them and then we add Marvelous, Bells, and Dashaline John, that's all we need. That would be like the dream core. I mean, if that's what you're saying, I'm not. I respect your opinion with that, but let's be. I'm being realistic. They're not over here, and I don't know to if that could happen. I don't know to what that was to why they're not here. So I'm not mad with your three and Bells, John, and Marv. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. But your other choices with the Peaches, Raw, Jake Breed, Infrared Sniper, it may never happen again. I'm not trolling. How am I trolling? I don't know to what the situation to why they even left RBE. So I'm not trolling. To what the extent to why they left. So how can I troll? That's see, that is one thing I don't. I'll troll like with shit I'm aware of. In a perfect world for me, they would all be together. In a perfect world, in a perfect situation, the those bricks that are no longer here, the Cenos, the Sniper, Zay, Raw, Peaches, Caution, Breed, Infrared, Ceno, Will Major, they would all be here. And like you said, you would still they could still have a 3 or 5 gunners with the newer ones, newer guys in the situation. Yes. In a perfect situation though. In a perfect situation, yes. That would be the case. But like I said, I can't troll the situation. I don't know to what the extent to why they were no longer RBE. That's all I'm saying. When you say I'm trolling. And look, that's why I say if I had it my way, this is just me. And I don't we're taking out anything else purely like I'm basing it just on skill and stuff like that. I would have all of them over here. I would have all of them, and I would build a like a top like we got a top 10 out of the newer talent, and I would make them. I would have them battle each other. That's how that would work. Art sharpens art. That's how that would go. You know. In a perfect world, that would be the situation. In a perfect world, I don't know to what that was, but in a perfect world, I would have all of them over here. I would. There's still matchups I want to see. I would have the those bricks from before battle the top 10 over here as far as like breed now. That's what I would do. All those that you named, the bricks from before, battle the top 10 from over here now. That's how I would do that. In a perfect world, in a perfect situation, that's how I would go about that. Perfect situation. Like, I don't get into the what if it goes beyond battle rap or like situations and stuff that happen at events. I have nothing to do with that. But in a perfect situation, I would have those bricks versus our top 10. Like that would really like say to where the new top 10 is at. Like I don't do the trolling with certain things. I just don't. That's not what I do. I think realistic. Hey, hold on for a second, Casanova. Like I have to get my handy dandy um, you know, pen and paper for a second. Oh crap, hold on. Uh, like, and this is the thing. It would be a good test. It would be. It would be. Hey, Reek, they like, come on, Reek. Like, they know what's up. Oh, I know you would, Reek. That's why I knew Madison was over. Whoa, let's talk about that because him and Madison would have been interesting. It would have been, and that's why it's the style clash. He punched very well. Madison pins that shit very well. It has moments. So that would have been the matchup to want to see. I'm a little sad that it didn't happen. Hopefully y'all reschedule it. If you can. um, but I like the idea of like the old bricks in the new top 10. I like that idea. Like you had Breed and Marv, Sniper and Bills, National John and Raw Image. Um, who else we got? We got Peaches. Peaches. We got Infrared. We got Infrared. Sino. Who else? Who else? Peaches, Infrared, Sino, Zay. Is that it? Is that it from that? From like then? Um, I say caution too. I say caution too. Now, I got caution on this list, but I would want the old bricks versus like the newer top 10 over here. But I need Peaches versus Caution. I need that. I need that. That was the one. I still want to see that. So I need that. I really like us. No. Hey John, he had a good point with it. With the like the old bricks versus the new top 10. It would be a good measurement. It would. So like I'm not mad at that. I respect medicine for real. Things just happen past my control. I'm not mad at you feeling that way, Reek. Hey John, I know. That's why John I prefaced it with in a perfect situation. In a perfect situation without all the extras. This was without all the extras, you know? Because he said that I was trolling about the fact of of them. I don't even know to why they were gone from RBE. I don't. And that's not my business. That's why I said a perfect situation. In a perfect situation. But like I said, John, I called it right. John, John, I said John was going to surprise you niggas when he rapped. He was going to surprise, but hey, John, even before he said it, even before Casanova just said it, I thought it. I thought it already. I thought it already. So even without even with him voicing it, I thought it. I thought it before. It's still battles within that would help with a measurement of where y'all are at, you know. But even without having them, there's still other people that are already here that also can measure that. So that's why I'm like, I thought it. Um, John, who we want next? Like, like I don't do the trolling. Like, I don't do the trolling. I don't do the drama. That's just not what I do. I'll give my opinions. I'll give my opinions on some things, and I give you facts. Nah, John, I ain't trolling. I'm serious. You are the guy, John. You're talented. You bills and mothers take this shit by rights around it. They all oops for real. Oops. Okay. So, hey, I need John and Madison. We gotta circle back to that. We gotta circle back to that. Like, we gotta circle back to that. We gotta circle back to that. John, we need you in Madison. We gotta circle back to that. We got to. I need that. I need that. I need that. Can I get like I don't know. I know the list has been made, but it's like so many other matches I'm just thinking of right now. True, true. But eventually we gotta circle back to that. Um no. It wouldn't be you chasing Madison. It that was like that was just a matchup I think everybody could agree would be one of those. Would be one of those. Um Now it might just be me. I wouldn't mind seeing Benny and CA though. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I wouldn't, you know. Like, see, um, John would have be Madison as well. I think that would be another back and forth that it would be debated. It would be debated. It would be. I don't think I think with John and Madison that would be debated. It would be debated. And for good reason. It would be debated. Um who else? I'm just trying to think. Um I think that's the only two I could really rock with right now. Those are the two that I could like come to mind right now of like matchups. Cause I'm pretty sure everybody's trying to kick John ass. For real, for real. Diablo in the flesh. Diablo. Why did that name sound familiar? Is she from Chicago? Is Diablo from Chicago? Like her name sounds so familiar. You talking about Madison and John? I said it'd be debatable. It wouldn't be one of those that we would just be able to one time watch it, pick a winner, two time watch it, pick a winner. It's gonna take at least 3, 4 watches for us to be like, and then we really it'll come down to the little small things we gotta nitpick to have a winner with that. That's what would happen with that battle. Like that's how that would go. I look forward to whatever the next event is. That's what I look forward to. Whenever the next event is. Because everybody's had something to say since this event has happened. Oh, while the event was happening. But wasn't nobody talking about abrogation before. Okay. Like this part of the reason why I said some far as Casanova and some of the things he was saying. Like, are we trying to help these guys with what we're saying, or are we trying to make them look bad and like the venture, like the situation look bad? You entitled to your opinion, but it is what it is. Yeah, I still get that right. Facts, Madison. We need that. That's one of those. I need you and John. I need Benny and CA at some point. I need Benny and CA at some point. Like niggas is cool, but it's like, come on. Some of these matchups gotta happen though. Like, I, I'm gonna keep it real. Other than probably like me and TC mentioned about abrogation before the event happened. Casanova, I think he did a video to talk about abrogation leading up to it about to happen. So I think I don't know if anybody else did predictions like I did predictions, um but since abrogation has happened, it's like er, everybody got something to say. Everybody got something to say as far as abrogation now. Cool. Cool, the stream wasn't to your liking, to our liking. Cool. Shit happens. Like, other than the stream, what else y'all gonna bitch about? What else? You said niggas couldn't rap. What else? What else? What else y'all want to say? Like, come on. Either help the situation or shut the fuck up at this point. That's how I'm gonna say it. Like Casanova, you control me all you want and think I be knowing certain things. No, I mind the business that is mine. Before somebody try to take the whole thing about the bricks that left situation, like he asked that question. I had thought it before. I do not know to why they were no longer bricks. That's not my business. I mind the business that is my business. And I stay in a longer place on a lot of things. Like what I'll do, I'll ask the questions if I interview you, but I'm asking it from a place of wanting to know and not trying to be messy about it. That's the difference between me and a lot of people. I ain't trying to be messy because I can care less. And I can care less. That's not my business. Like, that's not my business. But in a perfect situation, if I could make that happen, I would. In a perfect situation. That was my statement, and I stick with that statement. But Casanova, you can keep trolling. I'ma keep being the great blogger that I am and supporting. Like that's what that's gonna be. I ain't gonna lie about being somewhere I wasn't at either. Cause that's how that's coming off with you. If if you had all these niggas in the building and you say you was there and not one nigga said I saw Casanova, something wrong with that statement, brother. Because somebody would have bumped into you and noticed you. Your voice gives it away. So that's all like however you want to play that. Nigga says you was in the stream. I was I watched it. I watched it via YouTube. I didn't have the chat up because I watched it on the TV. So I wouldn't know who was in the chat. And don't personally care. I was supporting doing what I was supposed to be doing. I'm watching for a purpose. I'm supporting with a purpose. Like, come on, y'all gotta. You control me all you want, but make your trolling make sense. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Make your trolling make sense. Your promoting ain't my promoting. Your promoting ain't get nobody talking about the event or the battles. Hell, your recap. Let's talk about your comments and your recap. Sis, the young lady said, "I didn't even know that's how you look." That was a comment underneath it. Like, I'm not. We can like you control. I don't troll. I talk my shit, and my shit be correct because I'm stating what most people say. Yeah, the first comment I saw was the young lady said, "Oh, I didn't even know that's how you look." That was the first comment I saw, and then I see everybody else laughing. So, what does that say about what you watched? That's all I'm saying. Because your video was what 3 minutes? No, I didn't say it was the first comment. I said that's the comment I see when I pulled the video up. That was the comment I saw, and then they was laughing. Cool, but I'm gonna say what anybody else noticed. The people that were laughing in it were people that used to be RBE bricks. I know you didn't have a recap of the event. I know I watched the video. There wasn't no recap. So that's what I'm saying. You made a video that wasn't a recap. Okay, when you do a recap, you talk about what you saw. So if you're if you was gonna do a recap, your recap would have been these niggas stumbled and they choked. That would have been your recap, right? But here's the kicker. You said you was in the building, so wouldn't you have who won what battle also? If that's the case? That was my recap, no recap, because I was just you would have said that in the video too. So I'm pointing out what you're saying, and the video don't back what you're saying. Oh no! Why are we saving? If you see in my recap, I didn't save anybody. I spoke to what I saw. That's what I'm saying. You, if you were there, you can say who you had winning. The only one that everybody can agree with that we were able to see was Don and CA. Some of these other anybody who watched the stream, it was going in and out. So you can't pick clear winners with some. I'm not being political. I went with what they displayed. And some of them were rapping, but were you rapping like the rent was due? Were you rapping like the bills need to be paid? Were you like rapping like it's 10K on the line? No. If we talking it in a sense in a matter like that, no. Did some of them have great performances and then great rounds? Then let's keep it at that. When we talk about good rounds, De Niro had a good round. CA had a good round, even if he lost. Don, John, like that's what I'm saying. Whereas you want to say I'm being political, am I being political or am I not? Hello, hey, all right. Mm, we like Casanova. I don't do the. You could call it being political. I call it. I'm going off of what I saw. I'm not who I gotta be political for. Because the same way I'll say certain things, I'll go in there and be like, you was ass pussy. So ask TC, ask John, ask Drop. They know. I will go into spaces and be like, I was in there clowning one take. Like, let's not make it seem like I won't tell a nigga they dirt. I don't have to trash them, belittle them. I say it, I say it how I say it because I don't rap. I don't rap. You know, I sit here and watch you guys do what you do. Could I do what you do? Hell no. Because some of the things that some of y'all say, I mean, I'm punch somebody in the mouth after a point. That like I'm realistic. And my mind, I be forgetting things. I forget the simple things some days. Like it don't work for me. So I'm not gonna go and just trash you all the way with it. And I don't do what you do. Like I can say I don't like how you rap. I don't like your rapping. Cool. That's that's my way of going about it. I don't have to belittle you or like really go there with you. And when I know I can't do what you do, like I crack jokes and I will call you dirt. I will call you ass. I will say you're a regular rapping ass nigga. Like, and it was motive. It's as much as it's the truth. It's still motivation. Like what I'll say will be leading to motivation for you to get that shit together. Like, but then again, who am I? I'm just a blogger who supports. So is what my word gold? Like, thank you. Thanks, Reek. You know, because let's be realistic. When it comes to RB, I'm gonna say it, RB or now Breed, ain't everybody covering it. Ain't everybody covering it. But because I fuck with them, and I want to see them win, I choose to. I cover that. I cover a little bit of everybody. That is what it is. But I don't have to be nasty about it. Like if you dirt, you dirt. I'll say it. Like go do a real recap, Casanova. Like I took my time and did a real recap. Go do a real recap and say what it is. And maybe they'll respect it. Instead of just being like, these niggas choke. This stream was ass. Like, cool. Were there some pros? Pros to what you saw? Yeah, yeah. You probably more a little different than me. You know, mine is more in a jokey, like, nigga, get your shit together. Yours is more in a these niggas ain't shit. That's how yours is, and it's cool. Two different styles, but I would like to see you go do a real recap of abrogation, and then me and you come back and have another conversation. Go do your recap in a way of how I did mine, and then let's have a real conversation about what I put. Like, let's do a top three. We can talk about a top three, top five. Hey, let's do that then. I'm all for it. Let's do that. However you go about your promotion and I go about my promotion, and TC does her promotion, and then the guys do their promotion. Like we all, together. You know, like I like the family time we just had. We got to do this more often, guys. Under better pretenses than having to address some nonsense. Let's do this under better pretenses next time. I highlight y'all back on Twitter and in the spaces.